All right. That intro is going to change, by the way. I am just waiting on the new one for the new show because this is no longer Families and Fish Keeping. This is now SatHERday Musings with the ladies. Hello, everyone. And hello, Lady R. It's good to see you again. I'm glad you were able to come back again this week. You still hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry about that.
Okay. No, you're fine. You just
Yeah, I
freaked
can
me
hear
out for
you
a
just
minute.
fine.
Okay.
Oh no,
Okay.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm sorry. My internet's been cutting out throughout the day, so that may happen by chance.
Okay. Yeah, because you were quite frozen there for a second. I was a little concerned.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spook you.
Nope, no worries. So it does look
Okay,
like
well,
so far we have Skull Aquatics TJ Autocross in the chat as of right now.
welcome Skull, welcome TJ, welcome to have you. Hope every Saturday is going over well. I had the pleasure to hang out with Jason and Shanna for a little while this morning to do the trivia session, and I think that went over really well.
Oh, but I missed it. I slept in today and I missed
Mm,
cartoons.
yeah, I know. I had to get ready pretty quickly myself, and it was fun though. And I guess they want to keep me on as a regular correspondent for their trivia stuff. So I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna be busy, busy. Saturday morning
Yeah.
cartoons and then oh
hmm
my goodness.
hmm
That's fun
Yeah,
though.
and then
That's really
I've got
cool.
yeah, and I've got game night tonight with Brennan as well. So I think Saturdays are just going to be kind of my niche, which is totally fine with me.
That I mean, that is pretty cool though that so many people are now kind of grabbing at you like, hey, come on to our
Yeah,
stream. That's pretty fun.
oh, I know. I know. The problem is that I have to be able to find a way to still say no to some of them just because I have such a tumultuous schedule and I just kind of have to prioritize. Okay, I can only commit to such and such days for
Right.
possibilities, especially, since I'm doing substitute work and everything like that. So weekdays are pretty much a no go. And then by the time I get home, sometimes my energy level is just kaput. So I cannot thoroughly commit to any one weekday, but I don't know, maybe by summertime it'll loosen up a little bit. And it
Yeah,
looks like
I
Coro
hopefully.
Works has come to join us. Hello, Coro.
Yes. Mm. Yeah, so I mean, I know just from Discord how your week was. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine, but hopefully your
Yeah.
week got better.
Yes, we're doing pretty well considering everything at the moment, and I thank everybody for their kind wishes, thoughts, prayers, etc. for my dog Asher. I really thoroughly appreciate that more than you know. Fortunately, he's doing really well. His energy level is perfect. He's acting fine and everything. The problem I have is that in the future, that's what I'm concerned about. But for right now, we just take every day, one day at a time, and I'm happy to have him in my life.
And I think he's lucky to have you because I think most people probably wouldn't have taken that extra time to try
hmm
and even keep him around, especially, with
hmm
his age. They probably would have been like, well, you know what? That's going to be expensive. Let's
Yeah,
just,
exactly. I know.
yeah.
And, sometimes it does come down to those points, and I don't blame those people when
Mm,
financial stability is something that they lack. And you have to just look at the welfare of the animal. And I understand that in
mm.
that scenario. And it's a tough call. I mean, I can't really judge any one person. What I would more objective to is somebody just saying, oh, okay, let's just throw him outside or we'll drop him off at the pound. That would be that would not be something that I would condone. But at the same time, I understand that other people have their problems and we can't get to their heads all the time.
Right. Yeah.
And it
I,
looks
I
like
mean,
Annette
I'm
has
happy to
joined
hear that
us.
he's doing good. Yes.
Yeah, he's doing
Hello,
really
Annette.
well. He's my sweet boy.
That's
He is the sweetest dog in the world. I know everyone says that about their dog, but I just thoroughly love that dog more than you know.
I love my dogs, but they're dumb, and I'm very quick to let you know that they're dumb.
Oh, that's fine. We love them all for their little eccentricities. There's, no right or wrong when it comes to a dog, and we all have those that are a little bit smarter, a little bit intelligent. Some of them are a little bit more absent-minded, but we love them for who they are.
Yeah. I mean, we have a pit bull that was walking out of the kitchen yesterday and tripped over his own paw and went headfirst into the wall.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, he is
Uh,
10 years old, but I looked right at him and I was like,
yeah.
"Do you walk much?" And he got this goofy little
Mhm.
grin on his face. I was like, "Oh my
Oh,
gosh, you really are
I
dumb."
know. Yeah, I know. Sometimes they can be a little accident prone, but we just do our best with them. And every day presents either a new challenge or you have an advantage. And, you just work with them the best that you can.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Um, so I guess as far as fishy adventures, I had a pretty interesting one last night with
Oh,
Josh.
nice.
We've got a black widow frontosa in our
Mm,
200-gallon cube,
wow.
and mind you, this thing is like 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. It's a big tank.
Yeah, that's massive.
Um, he was trying to get that fish out of there last night and just standing on a chair. He's got his arm down in the tank as far as he can get it.
Uh,
He's got this net, and this Frontosa is just eluding him completely. And in the
mm-hmm.
process, he ended up pulling up one of his plants. And
Oh,
because this tank is
no.
3 feet deep, we don't want to try to
Yeah.
replant it. So he just netted it out of there, and I ended
Mm-hmm.
up putting it in my 15-gallon flue vault. But
Oh, sure.
some of these some of these adventures we have with our fish, I feel like I should be recording 24/7 because the blooper reel would just be phenomenal
Oh, yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I think that it would allow people to say, hey, that's happened to me, and I feel less stupid about my poor decisions or actions. And it's just relatable content. No, I'm
Yeah,
totally down for that.
I think this tank is just one of those that once you get the fish in there, they're in there.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
we've even had situations where they die and it's unfortunate and it's kind of gross, but the tank is so
yeah,
deep that we can't get in there to get them out if they're at the bottom of the tank. We just kind of have to
right,
let nature take its course.
right, right.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, he wants this Frontosa out of there so bad, and he's not gonna catch it. I mean, the
Oh,
tank is super
jeez.
heavily planted, and it's too deep. There's no way. There's too many places for this fish to hide to not be caught.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And it's familiar with its environment, so it knows exactly where to go to hide.
Yeah,
What
also
were
that.
his
Yes.
plans with that Frontosa? Like, was he planning on moving it to another tank, or are you guys gonna be
Yeah.
rehousing it altogether?
No, he actually wants to put it back here with the
Oh,
other
nice.
Frontosa,
Oh, I don't blame
because we
him.
have. I don't remember what the ones back here are called, but they're a different kind, and he
Mhm.
wanted them back here with them. We're we're getting ready apparently to do a lot of switcheroos with the fish.
Mm,
Like, I don't want to talk
yeah.
about it too much because he
Oh,
probably
sure.
wants to talk about it on
Oh,
Monday, but
sure. Yeah, no problem.
there there are a lot of things that he has planned, um, that probably are going to be in the works here soon, I would
Mhm.
imagine.
Yeah, well, at least it keeps everything interesting, and it's sometimes nice to be able to mix things up a little bit. Stagnation kind of leaves, a lack of inspiration. And by
Mhm.
mixing things around a little bit, diversifying things, maybe kind of shifting the behavior of the fish, I think it just makes them more well rounded, and it's something that you'll thoroughly enjoy as well.
Yeah, yep. And I think I don't want to say that he's getting bored with one of our
Hmm.
tanks, but he wants to go in another direction with it, which means that
Hmm.
he's either going to find new homes for these fish,
Hmm.
outside of our home, or take them to our pet store. I don't know, but
Yeah. Yeah.
he did bring it up. So
Sure. And sometimes you just have to look at it as some sort of a welfare thing. Maybe it's just a species that he's maybe not so interested in. All of that stuff kind of comes into play. And I get that.
Yeah,
And actually, I have a point to follow up on, but before I forget, I wanted to personally say hello to Eric. So, Eric, hi. Good to see you. I noticed that you said hi to him in chat as well. I just didn't want him to
I
think
did.
we were ignoring him.
Yep.
But it's funny that you bring it up that he kind of wants to, switch the tanks around and everything because John from KG Tropicals just posted a video not that long ago talking about the same thing with his
Hmm.
Oscar Bishop tank and talking
Yep.
about or Bashir. I don't know. Everyone pronounces it differently. I actually prefer Bashir. I don't know why. I
Hmm.
like pronouncing it that way, but I know people say Bishir, Biker, Bashir, Bishir, whatever. But anyway, I remember him talking about that in his tank and
Hmm.
talking about how he felt like maybe he was overthinking things a little bit. It was the exact opposite problem. And then you got to go back and you've got to start from square one again and figure out what is it that I'm actually supposed to accomplish with the tank. So I think that both
Right.
of those lines of thought are really intriguing and something that we should mind for ourselves and for our own fish keeping.
Absolutely. And it's so funny because even with my little betta tanks, I'm
Mhm.
constantly moving things around in there and,
Mm,
adding things, taking things away. And obviously it's more for my benefit than the fish. But,
right,
it's like you said, you get to that kind of stagnant point where you look at the tank and you just don't like the way it looks anymore. And so you
right.
move things around and then you feel better.
Yeah, exactly. It's no different than feng shui with a living room or a bedroom or something. You get tired of things being stationary. You get tired of
Hmm.
things kind of being in the same old spot over and over again. So it makes sense to freshen things up in that perspective. I know I've been doing that with my tanks back here, these two. I've been
Hmm.
trimming a lot of stuff and I've been moving things around, integrating different plants. If one doesn't work over the other, removing excess plants has been a big thing that I've been trying to do just to be able to see the fish more. They love having all that cover, but from an aesthetic perspective, it's a little bit lacking. So trying to
Hmm.
figure out that balance between natural environmental benefits for to make them feel comfortable and also finding that sort of artistic aesthetic. I think that there is a significant balancing act with that.
Yeah, and it can be, I think for me sometimes that's kind of where it's a pain in the neck because you look at a tank and
Hmm.
you kind of have a vision, but I don't know if I'm the only one. I can't be the only one, but you try to bring that vision to a fruition in the tank and
Yes.
you just can't get it right and it just drives you insane.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know. The original plans I had for these two tanks are not the results that I have currently, and I've had to improvise. I've had to
Hmm.
figure out, okay, this isn't working, or this plant won't grow in this particular lighting zone or within these parameters. Let me try to come up with something else. And I mean, I'm satisfied with them for the most part, but I know it. I think that's part of just being artistically inclined is that you're never going to be ever fully satisfied with an end product because that's just part of being creative. You can always think about, well, what's that next step that I could go to make this even more fantastic? And
Yeah.
I
Yep.
see Dave has joined us. Hi, Dave.
Yeah, and that I think is going to be my biggest issue with my sorority tank is
Hmm.
it's going to take me so long, I think, to actually be happy with the outcome of it, just
Hmm.
because I do have that artistic eye. And even if I'm
Hmm.
seeing something that someone isn't seeing, it's going to drive me nuts until I get it exactly the way I want it to be.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing about being an artist in general or looking at art as a whole is that everything has a different perspective, everything is
Hmm.
based on conjecture, and there really is no right or wrong. So what one person may think is great and don't touch that, that's fantastic, that's something that a fellow artist would say, no, I don't really like that, I don't like how this particularly fits in this area, or it crowds this spot, the composition is
Hmm.
off, and you have to revise things. So I totally get that.
That is 100% me. I did an aquascaping fish tuber contest in Chicago at Aquashella last year,
Oh,
And I kept
cool.
moving things around and moving things around and moving things around. And Josh is like, it's great. It looks great. And even
Mhm.
Chattanooga Ed, they were like, it's great. It looks great. And I'm like, no, 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 I don't like the way that rock looks. And I would move it, a quarter of an inch. And they'd be like, well, wait, you really didn't do anything. I'm like, no, but it actually looks better to me now. Like, they definitely were making fun of me because I just kept moving things around until I finally looked at it and was like, yeah, that's exactly what I want it to look like. Did we lose you again? Okay, just a heads up, guys. Lady R is having some internet issues today, so there it went. She is having some internet issues today, so there may be several times where she pops in and out. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but she sometimes when she's talking, it's a little choppy and kind of weird. So hopefully she can make it through this whole hour. If she can't, then I will just improvise and do what I can to keep the stream going until 3 o'clock. In the meantime, if anybody has any comments, questions, concerns, anything like that, please feel free to put them in the chat and we will get to them the best that we can. Uh, this is the very first episode of SatHERday Musings with the ladies. Um, Today we didn't really have a whole lot to talk about, so we're just kind of feeding off of you guys. So definitely, if you can interact, that does help us. And she's back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I explained when you did actually pop off. I explained to everyone that you
Mhm.
are having internet issues, so that this may be a recurring thing through
Yeah.
the hour, and that's okay.
Yeah, and some days are better than others. Like last week, there was absolutely no problem at all. And then this week, I find that it's more problematic. And I don't know if it's based on bandwidth or if it's just the service provider as a whole. I have no idea.
We actually, a couple of days ago, we had extremely high winds like all day long. We even had like a wind warning or whatever, and our
Mm,
internet was so bad that whole day. It was so
yeah.
bad that whole day.
Oh, no, I
But
believe you. We had some really severe winds last week ourselves, and it to the point where we lost power altogether. So I totally get that. It's very frustrating when that happens.
yeah, and thankfully, we didn't lose power, but the internet going in and out like that can be problematic because our daughter does K-12 online schooling. So when the internet is messy,
Oh,
it
yeah.
makes it difficult for her to be in class and do her homework and all of that. So that that was kind of a pain.
Oh, I know. No, that's a real problem. Definitely. And that's frustrating for her when she's trying to learn.
Yeah, definitely.
I am just trying to pull that up. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to pull up chat again on another tab
Oh
so
no, you're fine.
I can follow
You
along.
are fine. Um, so 3G just said, will I be having visitation rights for the Severums from Coldwater Aquatics? It's funny that you mentioned that because
Interesting
I have
question.
yet to
Go
hear
ahead.
I have yet to hear from Brandon or Ness regarding us going to pick up those Severums. So I don't know if they changed their minds or what's going on with that. But hopefully we
Hmm.
get to go and pick them up soon. I mean, Brandon and Ness live maybe an hour away, maybe. Like it would be nothing for us to get in the car with our buckets and everything that we need to go and pick up these fish. But I haven't heard from them yet, so hopefully soon.
Well, be sure to keep us posted on that, definitely. And
Oh,
it looks like
Skull
Scotty the
says they
Fish
mentioned
Freak
it
is
Friday.
here. Oh,
Yes,
okay,
hello,
nice.
Scotty. Skull says they mentioned it on Friday night. Um, Unfortunately, we weren't able to make it to their stream last night, so I guess I'm gonna have to. If anything has happened and the fish are, they are giving us the fish, then that means that Brandon has been talking to Josh about it and he just hasn't said anything to me.
Mhm. Mm.
I don't know
Yeah,
because
that's
they
never fun when you have those ways of communication that are being altered. It's like, "Keep me in
well,
the loop. I need to know these things."
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, him and Josh could have already talked, and maybe they have something set up, and he just forgot to tell me. Josh forgets a lot of things, so I'm used to it.
Oh, sure. Sure. No, that's totally understandable, especially if he's got a lot going on. Sometimes it's just really difficult to be able to, make sure that
Yeah,
everyone's on the same page all the time.
the last couple of days for us have not been easy. He has a court date coming up actually on Valentine's Day, which is for
Oh,
his
wow.
sentencing for
Oh,
some trouble he
no.
got into last April. And so
Mm,
I I know that our minds are neither one where they need to be right now because that's all we can think about. So
yeah, no, definitely. And I'm really sorry about that for you guys. That's very difficult, I'm sure.
it it was a mistake that he made and he's owned up to it. Just don't
Mhm.
drink and drive, kids. Don't drink and drive
No.
because even if you
No.
think you're invincible, eventually you're going to get caught. And then you go through what Josh and I have been going through for almost a year, and it's still not over yet. We have at least another year of all of this to go through once the
Yeah.
sentencing happens. So
Yeah, I know. That's never easy, and I'm sorry you guys had to go through it, but at least there's a lesson learned to it.
yeah, there was absolutely a lesson learned. That's trust me on that one. We've definitely been keeping our noses clean and learned our lesson after all of that.
Oh, good. That's wonderful to hear. Definitely. I do have to say, on the topic of the aquascaping idea, I have recently purchased a big fish bowl with the intention of entering it into Jason's fit a bowl or stick it in a bowl
Oh,
contest.
the pack your bowl.
Yeah,
Yes.
pack your bowl. Yes, yes. And I'm looking forward to trying it. This will be my first time competing in any sort of aquascaping or anything. And I'm really interested in figuring out what I'm going to do with it. I've already kind of figured out a few different concepts of how I want to lay things out, substrate, choices, etc. And
Mm,
I'm going to plan on probably putting neocaradinas in it once it's fully cycled and everything, just to add a little bit of life into the tank or the bowl without, overcrowding. Because I don't want to be hypocritical
mm,
with my branding on "Do not put fish in bowls." So
mm,
that much I already have figured out. But what I'm also trying to figure out is, has anybody ever had good luck growing moss on like glass? Like if you were to glue it directly to the glass, super glue. I don't know if anybody's had good luck with that. But I was thinking about this idea of kind of enveloping it in kind of like a forest, where you have all this moss as a backdrop and then having it kind of come forward towards the very front of the bowl, and then you have light coming down through. Otherwise, the only other thing I could think of is if I really added a lot of stem plants in with that as well to kind of give that general effect. I thought maybe
mm.
that way it would kind of close off the light that would be coming in from the glass.
I personally have never tried to grow moss on glass, but I could tell you that
Mhm.
I don't think that it would be really all that difficult. Like,
Mhm.
excuse me, I've glued it to like rocks, or we've had really good experiences with just putting it on like a little piece of driftwood and it attaches to that and then it just goes wild.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I just made a little moss wall myself for the little betta tank. That's actually going to be converted into a pygmy cory breeding tank once I'm able to get another 10-gallon ready for the beta to be moved, because she just won't leave anything alone. She eviscerates everything. I love her to pieces, and I was really hoping that she was just going to live with other fish, but she's just difficult. But I love her. She's great. She's great. And I rescued her from near death at Petco. Well, rescued in air quotes. I still had to pay full price, but
Right.
it's one of those it's one of those controversies. But anyway, back on topic. To the bowl. I was almost also wondering too that prior to filling the bowl itself with water, even if you were to affix it to the glass, I'm almost wondering if I should allow for growth to come on by just spraying it with a little bit of aquarium water to kind of encourage that growth, or do you think it should be like
Mhm.
fully immersed because it needs that constant hydration?
Personally, I would say fully immersed. There
Mhm.
might be somebody else in the chat that would have a different opinion, but I would say probably fully immersed just because it does need that constant hydration.
Mhm. Right, right. And I plan on putting a small filter in there as well to kind of help with circulation and make sure that the water isn't stagnant or anything like that. And I've been trying to
Right.
figure out exactly what size of a filter to work with. And I was thinking about one of those little nano sponge filters from Aquarium Co-op. I figured
That
that's
is
the easiest
exactly,
thing.
yep, and that is exactly what I would do is just one of those little nano sponge filters.
Hmm.
Because with the right plants, you can hide it fairly well to where
Yeah.
nobody's gonna see that it's in there, but they're still getting
Hmm.
that filtration and whatnot that they need.
Absolutely. I mean, that's all I use for my tanks are those sponge filters from Aquarium Co-op. I just think that they're
Same.
reliable. I think that the fact that you have a compatible air stone that you can also buy from them in-house, even though it's a different
Mhm.
brand, that's very, very attractive. And just the fact that aesthetically, like you're saying, they just blend in with your tanks. I think they just do really well, especially in a planet tank.
Yeah. Yep. No, I agree. All of my tanks, minus I have two Fluval tanks that have the built-in filtration in the back of the tank, so that's all
Hmm.
hidden anyway.
Hmm.
Um, but my other tanks are all sponge filters. Some of them from the co-op, some of them actually from KG Tropicals, but
Yes. Yeah.
all very, very small sponge filter systems.
Hmm.
And that's what I prefer. I
Hmm.
prefer sponge over hang on back or canister.
Hmm.
That's just my preference.
Oh no, I'm with you there. Hang on backs are fine. I think that they're really nice, and I do like the idea that you can have multiple types of filtration going on with a hang on the back. But what I don't find particularly appealing with the hang on the backs is that they're kind of bulky, and I find that the constant water running, especially since I have these in a bedroom, you don't want to
Mhm.
hear that constantly at night. Whereas the sponge filter and the noise from the air pumps is just kind of this kind of static background noise, and it's manageable. So
Right.
I'm with you on that one. And actually, I was going to actually ask in regard to the KG Tropicals sponge filters. I
Mhm.
really would like to try them, but unfortunately, the air stones that they sell on their website, according to John anyway, when I talked with him, he said that they weren't compatible, those sponge filters. So what do you guys use for your Airstone for those sponge filters?
I just use the sponge filter and your little tube and hook it to the
Hmm.
air pump, and
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's all I use. That's
Oh,
all I
okay.
use.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. I'll have to try one of those then coming up with a tank. I'd love to be able to give them some more patronage.
Yeah. And actually, I'm gonna step out of focus for just a second, but I'm gonna
Sure.
show you the ones that KG sells.
Oh, okay. Nice. And while Jess
Oh,
is busy doing that, I just wanted to thank everybody for tuning in, and hopefully we can get a few more in, but we are very gracious and happy to have you all joining us today. So thank you so much.
so this is actually what these are the ones that I got off of KG Tropical, and they're Higers. They're
Oh,
little.
okay. Yes.
So it's literally it's got the. It's not going to cooperate. It's got the
Oh,
suction
yeah.
cup, and it's
Okay.
just this little system here.
Mm-hmm.
And here is where you put your airline, and then you attach it obviously to your air pump system outside of the
Mm-hmm.
tank. But it's got the suction cup, so you can place it anywhere you want.
Oh,
on the
nice.
tank.
Yeah, that's very nice. No, I'll have to invest in one of those coming up. And I noticed Dave and Skull mentioned that they don't use air stones in their filters either, so that's interesting to know. I appreciate
Yeah.
that, guys. And Legacy Hobbyist
Excuse
has
me.
joined us. Hello, good to see you.
Hmm.
DJI.
Yeah. So that's just my little plug for KG Tropicals, I guess. But these, honestly, and I have several of these, and they're awesome. And you don't need the air stone because the sponge part itself comes off so easily. You just slide that off of there, squeeze all that muck into another tank or whatever, put it back on, and you're good to go. Looks like we have Legacy Hobbyist. Hello and welcome to the stream. Ricky De Hoyos, I'm sorry you're under the weather, but thank you for coming in to lurk. I hope you feel better soon. And we lost Lady R again, unfortunately, but hopefully she'll be able to come back in here pretty quick and join us in the chat again. Um, also, who, sorry guys, I'm trying to bring this chat back up. Skull and TJ, I appreciate that you guys did come in and mention that you don't use air stones. If I'm being honest, I would have never even thought to try and use an air stone with an, a sponge filter. I feel like they do what they need without that air stone. Kelly Foreman, hello.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about
Welcome
that.
back again.
Yeah, Kelly! Good to see you, Kelly. Oh, Kelly, I your stream so much. It's an absolute delight to listen to you. You're just phenomenal. So thank you so much for everything you do for the Fish Fam. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. I mean, I cannot implore enough.
I agree. And actually, Miss Kelly, since you're in here, let me know if we're still on to come by for plants tomorrow and to give Fat Kitty some scritches. Because, yes, she's
Oh,
got some
I love
plants.
Feppy. So cute.
She has some plants and a canister filter that we had planned to hopefully go over to her house tomorrow to pick up. But since she's in here, I guess I can ask her in here and she can let me know. And she can text me because she has my number. So
Oh yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. And I have to give a shout out to Tiny Kitty. I absolutely adore Tiny Kitty. Tiny Kitty has my heart. As much as I love Fat Kitty, Tiny Kitty needs love too. So send hellos and hugs and scratches and everything to Tiny Kitty as well as Fat Kitty for me, Kelly.
there you go. All the love for the kitties. Mine
Absolutely,
are hiding right now,
absolutely.
which is it's kind of weird that neither one of my cats are trying to be in the camera right now because usually they hang out on the back of that tank when
Mm.
they know I'm live.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe they're preoccupied with something. Maybe something has caught their eye.
I actually have one sitting on the window on this side of me, sitting on top of
Oh.
Frankie, the Fahaka's tank. She's looking out of the window, probably at birds.
Yeah, birds are always a fascinating thing for cats, especially when they really get that primal instinct and they start doing that chirping sound. Yeah, I think it's just
Yes.
either based out of frustration or they just do that vocalization just out of excitement. I mean, I would love to explore that from a psychological perspective because my cats just adore doing that.
I've never heard mine do that. I've always wanted to, but I have never heard it.
And it's selective. I find that the cats with the higher prey drive tend to be able to do that the most. The ones that are more inclined to do the hunting. I don't that so much with some of my cats. Like Candy, she's never done that. Sophie, maybe she has once or twice, but Jeannie definitely. And then, some of the boys, the more predatory Linus, Atticus, yes, absolutely. So it's about a 50 split, really, between the cats that I find that they tend to engage in that manner.
And I could see her, this one particularly, doing it because she is definitely a hunter. She's brought me some mice. So,
Mm-hmm.
I, yeah, I think that she would definitely be the one to make all those noises out of any of my cats because she definitely has that
Mm-hmm.
hunting instinct and within her.
Oh yeah, yeah, and some of them are just more naturally inclined for that than others. And I'm happening to look at Kelly's comment, and yes, I will be Tiny Kitty's biggest fan. So be sure to give her plenty of love and affection from me as well, Kelly. She's just so cute. But I love the
I
tiny ones.
I don't know. See, I'm hopefully I will get to meet Tiny Kitty tomorrow, and I don't know. I'm I'm a big fan of cats, so Tiny Kitty may catch my heart
Oh, I
tomorrow.
know. Oh, I know. I love these as a whole. And Kelly says that Fast Kitty is the most murderous cat that she has. But that
Oh
kind of
no.
adds up. I can see that in him. And the last episode of What Your Plans, he was just so mad when you were picking him up, and it was like, "Geez, Louise, Fat Kitty, calm down." My own cats were in with me, and they're looking at the computer and everything and thinking, "What's his problem?"
We actually do have a cat like that. She's got to be all of 25 pounds. She's
Mm,
humongous. And
yeah.
whenever whenever our daughter tries to pick her up, she just I tell my daughter all the time, I'm like, she's gonna bring out the murder mitts and she's gonna take your face off. You should probably put her down now.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to go to the emergency room with a really bad cat bite or cat scratches. That's never fun.
No, and this one is already our daughter has already had to go to the emergency room and have staples put in the back of her head from a dog attack. So
Oh
you would think she would be a
no.
little more careful about
Mm-hmm.
that, but no,
Yeah, a little
she
bit more
likes to
wary. Yeah.
she likes to torture this cat.
Oh. Kelly says that Tiny Kitty is very skittish. Don't expect to see her. Yeah, Big Kitty will probably come out to visit though. So that's nice. At least
Well,
Big Kitty can
I
come
mean,
out.
that's hey, if all I get to see is Fat Kitty, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
Mm-hmm.
that.
And congrats on the new kittens, Dave. I hope that they're able to find really good homes as well as Mama Cat. That's awesome.
Yeah, they've been trying to adopt Mama Cat for a while, and then they found out that
Yeah.
Mama Cat was pregnant, and they had to halt
Right.
that process.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, make sure that everything is okay. I know, and I applaud Dave and Sandy and Brienne for everything that they're doing to help these cats. If I lived in New York, you could bet your bottom dollar I would be there at least once a week, at least helping to volunteer and such.
Oh
So,
yeah,
I'm so glad
volunteering
they're
to
able to
feed.
help.
Yes, if it were me, I would probably be living in that trailer with those cats so that I could snuggle and love and feed them all the time.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
then, if it
Yeah.
were me,
I
I
know, I
would
don't blame
probably
you
not.
either.
I don't think that I would try very hard to find them new homes because I would fall in love and then I wouldn't want to see them go away.
Mhm. I know, I know. That's why, a part of me, as much as I would love to always do foster care, I'm just at the prospect because I'm just gonna fall in love with everything that I get, and I understand their eccentricities, their quirks, and think, oh well, I'm the only person that can take care of you. So it's hard when you have to make that decision. But one day, I probably will give it a try. And if I do end up
I'm
adopting them, then it's just an "I told you so" learning experience.
because it would really be me as a foster parent. I would be like, nobody is going to love you like I love you, so you're just not going anywhere.
Exactly. No, exactly. That's exactly how it goes. And I see Ricky
Hmm.
DeHoyos and Barbara Jackson have joined us. Hello, guys. Good to see you.
Yes. And Ricky
And
actually
so
wanted
glad to
to
hear
know
that
if
the kittens are doing
anyone.
well, Dave.
Yes, that's so awesome. Ricky wants to know if anyone knows how to repropagate Monstera. I don't know if I said that right.
Mm, yeah, Monstera. Yeah.
I don't. Kelly would be the perfect person to ask if she's still in here.
Yes. Yeah, I would definitely ask Kelly. If you don't see her in chat, Ricky, I would definitely send her a message through Discord. She is the plant queen. She knows
Her
exactly
and
what to do
Stephen
with
Pete.
Monstera. Yeah, Steven too.
Yeah.
Yes, Steven is an asset as well, for sure. And I see Scuba Steve has joined us. Hello, Scuba. Good to see you.
Scuba Steve-O, am I?
Are you going to be in Brennan's
Nope.
game night tonight? I'm already thinking
um,
ahead.
for some reason, I thought I had on my Scuba Squad T-shirt today, but I don't.
Oh, yeah, I got to get me one of those. In fact,
He
I've got to get a
actually
lot
gave
of
us
Fish Fam merch.
the only Fish Fam T-shirts that I have are Aquarium Co-op, Scuba Squad, and Rico, and they were literally all
Oh,
given
yeah.
to me. Like I didn't pay for any of them. Corey personally gave me an Aquarium
Wow.
Co-op T-shirt. Scuba Stevo gave me one of his T-shirts, like both at Chicago. Personally, handed me
Oh,
these
wow.
T-shirts. So, and
Nice. Very nice.
my Rico one was given to me by Miss Patty at the Clash
Very
last year
nice. That's
because it
awesome.
matches
I have a Rico shirt
the.
myself that he gifted me, and I love it.
She gave me the Rico T-shirt because of my Rico leggings. So literally the entire weekend of the Clash, I was in my Rico leggings and T-shirt.
Mhm. Oh my gosh, Scotty, is that true? Brennan's in the hospital? I didn't hear about this. Maybe I've been missing something on Discord. Did he post it on Discord, Scotty? And thank
I
you, Kelly,
haven't
for
heard
the tip
anything
on
either.
the Monstera. Jeez, I've got to check that out now. Poor guy, if that's the case.
Yeah, if that's the case, there definitely won't be a game night tonight either. Hopefully everything's
No,
okay if
no,
he is in the
definitely.
hospital.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I'm more concerned about his welfare at this point. Okay, Scotty's not sure if it was a chat on Discord or not. I don't know. Yeah, let me take a look. Let me see if I can find
Yeah,
anything.
that's.
I could
Oh my
always
gosh,
pull
he
it up
said
on
he
my
had a
computer as well, but I
concussion.
don't want to jam things. Oh
Right.
no. Oh jeez. Ugh. Poor guy.
Sorry,
That's
guys, I'm not picking
horrible.
my nose. I'm trying to fix my nose ring here. It's bugging me. People always
Oh
think
no,
I'm
you're
picking my
fine. You
nose,
take
but
care of yourself. Oh my god. He had a seizure at work and hit his head, so he got a concussion as a result of the seizure. Oh my god.
oh my
That's
god.
horrible. Oh, Kelly, I am so sorry to hear that. Ugh.
How I don't know how I missed this. Wow.
No, I know. I don't know either because usually I'm in Brennan's feed pretty promptly. Jeez. I am so
Yeah.
sorry. If anybody has his address, I'll be happy to send a get well card to him.
Mm, goodness.
I just sent one out to Podrick after his surgery. So if anybody wants to give Dragon Lair, aka Podrick, a card, feel free to reach out to Rico Stan. He had an intensive surgery, I believe, to remove some cancerous growths. I'm not exactly sure where, but he would really appreciate some love from the Fish fam. So I sent out my card today. Feel free to do that if you have the chance. Okay, Kelly said
I
it happened on
actually, yeah.
Thursday. Oh, geez, and she
Mm,
hasn't heard anything since. Damn. Oh, jeez. Oh my god, he had to have a kidney removed?
I think he means
Oh,
Dragon
yeah,
Lair at this point.
Podrick, yeah. Yeah, Dragon Lair. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, I get you now, Skull. Thank you. So yeah, if anybody hears out from Brennan, feel free to let everybody know. I would love to be able to be kept in the loop so I can send him a card for some condolences as well. Kelly said
Um,
he popped
I
into her stream to tell us. Okay, Steven for the address. Okay.
I actually have Brennan's cell phone number because we bunked with him at the Keystone Clash last year at an Airbnb, or not with him, but we were
Mhm.
supposed. He was
Oh wow.
supposed to ride with us, so um,
Hmm.
I do have his cell phone number, so I may just kind of send him a text and be like, "Hey, I heard. Is there anything we can
Yeah,
do?"
yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, and I'm sorry I missed the latter half of your stream, Kelly. I wasn't really feeling good that night. Fortunately, I am feeling a little bit better. But yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have known about that. So I appreciate you cluing me in on that. I have to still finish the replay though, for your live stream. So I'll be doing that later today.
I have to do that one as well. I think we had a tank emergency that night and weren't even
Oh
thinking, didn't
no.
put anything up. Because normally we will just put it up on the TV here in the dining room and watch streams while we're
Yeah.
doing stuff. And we had, I
Yeah.
know it was something going on with one of the tanks, some kind of an emergency, and completely forgot. Hopefully he's okay though. But yeah, I think I'll probably just reach out to him and just see how he's doing. Once this stream is over, I'll just kind of send him a little message, send him well wishes. Hopefully he's okay. But definitely thank you for letting us know because I had no idea. I think we may have lost Lady R again. She's not moving and I'm not hearing her talking. There it went. Ricky, I hope you feel better too. Everybody, it seems lately, has been getting sick. Um, we have several ladies at work that have missed because they were sick too, and it's just it's there's something icky going around, and I don't know if it's got to do with like weather fluctuations. Um, I mean, it's still technically flu season, right? I don't know. There's just a lot of people that haven't been feeling well lately. So hopefully you start feeling better too. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's still going around as well. Hopefully you feel better. The Mucinex will help a little bit. The Tylenol will help with your body aches a little bit as well. The best thing you can do is just rest as much as possible, stay hydrated. Um, but I mean, as much as it sounds weird to say it, rest as much as you can, but also try to get up and move around as much as you can too, so that doesn't go into your lungs. Welcome back again.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to mention before I got cut off that it was starting to act up. So I'm hoping for the last 13 minutes or so we can just get through this without any interruption.
And if not, I'm just going to keep rolling with it because anybody that knows the metalheads
Okay.
knows that if we don't have some kind of technical difficulties, it's not a stream. So I'm okay with it. I get it. Things happen. You can't control it. So we're just going to roll with it. And
Yeah, sounds
unfortunately,
good to me.
Ricky
No
has.
problem.
There you go.
Been a
Ricky,
bit of
yeah,
a
he's
roller
currently
coaster
fighting
of
Rona.
an episode.
Yeah. Aqua Balls just came in. Hello. We may have lost her again, guys. Thankfully, there's only about 13 minutes. We do want to give you guys a 2-hour stream at some point, but unfortunately, she has a lot going on today. I also have some things that I need to take care of, so a 2-hour stream today is not going to be feasible. But in the future, hopefully, we can give you guys a 2-hour episode and we can keep it light and fun and entertaining for those full 2 hours. And as always, if you guys have any suggestions about things you'd like us to talk about or whatever, please feel free to mention those. I'm going to try and stay more interactive on my community tab um, with what am I trying to say? With polls and things to get you guys to kind of help us. Be Wiz, hello. Welcome to the stream. Let's try this again. Are you back?
I think it actually was StreamYard particular occasion because my Wi-Fi was still good.
Okay. We actually just had Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics come into the stream.
Yeah,
Brennan,
exactly. But yeah,
hopefully you're doing better, Brennan. We actually were just talking about you, so it's nice to see you come into the stream um, and say
so
hello.
yes, Ricky, please feel better soon. I just been chat. You're not. Oh, and there's Brennan. Oh yes, hey there, Brennan. It happened, and hope you're feeling better. And Bwizzle, yes, I'm on today and happy to be here with you guys. And hello to you. I'm sorry I missed your stream the other day. It's just been one of those weeks. It's just been kind of chaotic. Oh, good. I'm
Yeah,
glad that you're doing better, Brennan. I'm going to send you a thank you card, or not a thank you card, but a get well card, Brennan. You deserve it. And I need to lend that support. And sometimes something tangible is nice. So I'll be sure to reach out and send you something in the mail.
yes.
Did you happen to see this comment about the corn waffles?
I did see the comment. I vaguely remember talking about them, but no, I have not had the chance to try yet. I need to get a waffle maker. That's what I need to do.
Oh yeah, those are really good. They're really nice and handy, even though they're not the most practical thing. It's great when you want to make waffles for sure. And I see Aqua Balls came in, and so did Steven. Steven, good to see you.
Mr. P himself.
Steven's always fun. I love McStreamy every Wednesday night. That's like the highlight of my week. I think is McStreamy. It's just always so
Yes.
hilarious.
And I do have to say from personal experience that Steven gives awesome hugs. I'm just saying, I
Oh, I'm
cannot wait
sure.
until the clash. I cannot wait until September
hmm
to get me another Stephen P hug. I can't wait.
Oh, nice, nice. And Steven says that Jenna is here too, but is driving. So hello to Jenna as well.
Hi, Jenna! Yay!
You guys are the power couple. You guys are awesome. We just love you to death. And Kelly says that she has a double waffle maker. Very nice. Very nice. Any
I
special
just
kind of
need,
waffle recipes you use there, Kelly?
right. I just need a waffle maker. Like, I have every other gadget that you can think of. Like, I have
Mm-hmm.
griddles and all of that good stuff, air fryer, all that good stuff. I just don't have a waffle maker,
Mm,
and I need one.
yeah. Yeah, no, I totally get it. We have a small waffle maker that we use, but I think I need to step it up and get like one of those fancy Belgian waffle makers one of these days.
Yes. Yes. Definitely one of those that you can, like, flip, and yeah, that's what I need.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that would be really nice. Maybe that'll have to be some sort of Black Friday gift or something for coming up at Christmas time when they get severely discounted.
I mean, my birthday is in November, and they usually start all
Oh,
those really
nice.
awesome Christmas sales around then. So,
Very cool.
just saying.
Very cool. Yeah, exactly. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Right. Just, putting that little birdie out there, just saying.
Yeah, absolutely. There is nothing wrong with that at all.
Everybody's saying hi to everybody. So,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Kelly says that she likes the Serious Eats buttermilk vanilla waffle recipe. It's the best and super easy. I'm going to have to check that out. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you sharing.
I'll have to try to remember that so that when I do have a waffle maker, I can try it out.
Yeah. And Barbara Jackson also said that she has a birthday in November as well. So you and she have that commonality. So that's awesome. Anyone
Fun
have a
fact,
March
actually,
birthday?
um, Eduardo and I actually have the same birth date. So we're
Oh,
birthday
wow. That's
twins.
super cool. That is
Yeah,
awesome. That is very, very cool. That's neat when you have that commonality. That's happened to me a couple of times in my
it's
life, but
actually,
so far, no one in the fish
yeah,
fam that I know of has the same date.
I'm trying to think because there is one other, and I'm going to be so mad at myself when somebody brings it up. But it's myself, Eduardo, and there's one other in the fish fam. We all have the same birth date,
Oh, wow.
and I can't remember now,
Very
and she's going to kill me. But yeah, there's three of us that share the same birth date, which is so much fun.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool, and that's good to know, so that way I can send birthday cards on the same date, so or by the same
Well,
date, so that's nice.
if you utilize fishfam.link, birthdays are posted on the
Mhm. Oh,
calendar
yeah.
as well.
Right, you're right. Yeah, I just have to skim through the whole calendar in order to figure all that out. So, yeah, I will be sure to do that.
Yeah.
And Scotty says he's not the biggest fan of waffles. That's interesting. Is
Boo.
it the crispy
Boo.
texture? Because it's very similar to a pancake, Scotty. Is it just the I don't know, is it the density of it that you have difficulty with, the crispiness? I don't know. I'm just curious because I've never heard of someone who had a preference over pancakes or waffles or vice versa.
We actually had
Personal
this
good with
debate at
either
work one
or.
time.
I think they're delicious, and I love grapes too.
Right. He
Okay,
says
Scotty
it's the
says it's the
texture.
texture. He's a pancake person. Mhm.
That's so weird because it literally is the
Very
exact same
nice.
mixture.
I know. It's insane. And Barbara says that she has shared her birthday on the same day as Thanksgiving for the last few years. So that's cool. I know that that's happened to me with Easter, depending on how it falls on the calendar. It's very seldom ever happened, but sometimes my birthday will be on the same day as Easter. I believe that's happened twice. And I believe my mother and I are only like 3 days apart with our birthdays. And she's also had her birthday on Easter as well, once or twice. So, yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's interesting when it comes.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. My nephew actually was born on Valentine's Day, and since it's the same day every year,
Oh,
he'll celebrate it every year for his birthday. Poor
that's
guy.
nice. Oh,
I mean, I
Scuba
think it
says
would
his
be
birthday's in
better.
April. Nice.
Yeah, I think it would be better for a female to be born on Valentine's Day because,
Oh, sure, sure.
as much as I hate to say it, not a lot of men really care about Valentine's Day. So for him,
No,
it's just gonna,
no.
yeah. He
Well,
may
maybe
hate
there's a
Valentine's
sentimental
Day more.
quality to it. Oh, sure, yeah, especially
Maybe.
if he has a girlfriend and then he has to have expectations put on him. And it's like, well, if you can't forget your
Yeah,
birthday, then you got to remember Valentine's Day for me. But, it also
right.
could be something sentimental for his parents. Like, it was an act of love, and that's why he's here, and he was born on Valentine's Day. But maybe his mother might disagree on that with the labor pains.
Unfortunately, he was an emergency C-section, so she didn't really
Oh,
have a choice. She
no.
labored
Makes it
and
worse. Oh,
she labored and
jeez.
labored forever with him, and she
Oh.
had hip surgery when she was very, very, very young. So pelvis and
Oh,
everything
no,
wasn't
then that
quite.
complicates things. Yeah.
Yeah, she unfortunately she
Yeah.
couldn't go the
Oh.
normal way. He had to be a C-section, but her and I might,
Oh, wow.
being that she's my sister, we have that in common because both of her kids were
Mhm.
C-sections and both of mine were too. So we have that in common.
Oh, okay. Well, at least there's a commonality there. Yeah, definitely.
Not
It
on
looks like
purpose
we're
for
down
either one of
to
us.
our last. No, 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 no. I don't think cesareans are ever something that are preferable for people, unless I guess there are
No,
some people that like that. I guess, and no shame there. No shame
no.
there. You do you. But I'd rather do
Right?
as much as natural as possible. But if it's a life or death
Yep.
scenario, yeah, cesarean is necessary.
Yep.
Kelly says Jake likes Valentine's Day because he likes holidays. Well, that's nice. At least he will remember it, Kelly, and hopefully bring you something great. I know that he's gone
Yeah.
in Germany right now, but hopefully he'll bring you back some really, really awesome stuff from Germany. He's lost time.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we are literally right at the 1 hour mark right now. So we're going to have to wrap this up so you can take care of your stuff and I can take care of mine. Um, oh gosh. Did we lose you again? Oh no. Just as we're trying to say goodbye to everybody, it looks like Lady R is having internet issues again. I'll give it a second and see if she's able to pop back on so that she can say goodbye to you guys as well. But she has some things that she needs to take care of. I do as well. So unfortunately, we are going to have to wrap this up. And like I said, hopefully she'll. There we go. She dropped down. So hopefully she'll be able to come back up so that she can say goodbye to all of you as well. I will, like I said, I will give it a second, see if she's able to come back up because I would hate to stop this stream without her as part of it to say goodbye since this is technically our stream together now. Um, but we do appreciate all of you that came in, all of you that interacted in the chat, anybody that may come across the replay and give us a watch. Let us know in comments that you're part of the replay crew. Um, like I said, as always, if you guys have any suggestions of things that you would like us to talk about, anything of that nature, feel free to comment on the live stream to let us know so that we can prepare for the following week. Looks like she might be trying to come up, you guys. I'm not sure. Here we go.
Sorry about that, guys. I know. Apparently, my internet's even telling me it's time to go.
Yeah.
So, I guess I just wanted to say thank you guys for being here with us. Thank you for taking a little bit of time out of your busy day. And likewise, Jess and I've got a lot going on today as well. But we hope that you guys take care. And we look to seeing you guys next week.
Yes, absolutely. What she said. We'll see you guys.